Hello and welcome to Coding with Day. Today we are developing a simple to-do app using Flutter, Firebase and GetX. You can use the starter code to code alongside with me or to check on the complete app. Links in the description. So let's get started. Let's create a Flutter project. To do this, I'm using VS Code. I'll be using this command, new application project, and it'll here ask me where to save. Type in our app's name. So I'm going to say to do app, and VS will take care of the rest. Now the project is created. We're going to remove all the comments. So we're going to use our magic code // and then we click on regex icon, and then we drop down the menu and tap on replace. Make sure that replace text box is empty. We'll focus on the folder structure. I'll be creating 3 folders inside the library folder, namely controller, widgets, screens. And I'll be making another folder called assets inside the root. And now we are done with the folder structure. Let's run the app. And now the app is running successfully. Let's install dependencies. Dependencies that we'll be using today will be on pub.dev. We'll be using GetX as our state manager. By tapping here, you can copy the dependency to the clipboard and then go back to VS Code and pub/spec YAML and paste it under dependencies. Then we'll go on add Firebase into our application by adding Cloud Firestore. Then we'll take Firebase auth, this is for logging in. Then Firebase code again for connecting with Firebase. We'll be also adding Flutter SVG to handle SVG images. And finally, we'll be adding this introduction screen. We'll be using this to create the introduction screen or the onboarding screen of the app. Now that we are done with adding the packages, let's add the assets folder so we can use it in the future. Now we are done with adding dependencies and assets. Let's set up our Firebase DB. First, go to firebase.google.com and click on Go to Console. Here you will be shown all the projects. Tap on the plus icon and create your project. Choose any naming. I'll be using to do YT. On the continue button when it's ready, and you'll be greeted with this overview. We'll be configuring the iOS first. In that, we'll have to give an iOS bundle ID. You can find the bundle ID by opening the runner file inside the iOS folder. After opening the Xcode, tap on runner, and you can find the bundle ID. Copy and paste the bundle ID. Step is optional, giving an app nickname. Finally, click on register the app. Then you have to download this Google service file and add it to the runner. To do that, we'll go back to the runner and right click on the runner folder, right click, and select the add files to runner. You have successfully added the file. Save it and close the runner. After doing that, we'll head back to the Firebase and click next. You don't have to do anything after here. Just keep on pressing next, next, and continue to console. Then you can see the iOS is created. Now we'll add Android. You'll be asked for a package name. You can find the package name inside your root directory. You just go to Android folder, app, inside that build. Then you scroll down. You'll see the application ID. copy that, change in the minimum SDK version. This actually helps with our Firebase. So minimum SDK version should be 21. Just like in iOS, we'll be pasting the package name and the optional nickname. Then we tap on Register App. Then we'll get the similar dialog, and you have download this file as well. Then we'll head over to the VS Code and select on Android and go to App and add the file. Make sure it's in the Android app folder. Then head back to the Firebase again and press Next. Next, copy this line and paste it under build.gradle inside the Android folder. Keep in mind that you have to paste it under dependencies. Then open app folder and build.gradle. Then copy this line and paste it here. After doing that, head out of Firebase again and finish off the process. Then we'll go to the authentication. If you are coming here for the first time, you'll be greeted by this overview. Tap on Get Started and then tap on Email and Password, which will enable us on signing with email and password. Tap on Save. Let's configure Firestore database. Click on Get Started, Next. Then select your preferred location. I live in Melbourne, so my closest one is in Australia Southeast. So I just enabled that. Then we have done with the Firebase setup. Now we'll head back to the VS Code and add get app. So this will initiate all the get commands inside our application. Now we have successfully added dependencies and configured the Firebase. So let's run the app. As you can see, the app is working. On the next video, I'll teach you how to add the introduction screen and on forth. Till then, take care.